Hi friend, I'm Renee and welcome to my Kudos Kitchen. As you can see, I am all set up because today I'm going to be making a recipe on the fly. I happen to have some romaine lettuce and some asparagus that we got at the farmer's market the other day. And I'm just going to see, I'm thinking I'm going to grill the two together and add them into like a deconstructed salad. So that's the plan. That's what I'm shooting for. Let's see how it goes. Okay, first for presentation's sake, I wanted to get a romaine that fit inside this pretty bowl because I think that's really nice. And I'm going to slice it in half and then we're going to wind up grilling it. And it's going to look really pretty and it's going to fit so nicely in this decorative bowl. So that's our next step. I'm going to slice all the way through the romaine and I'm going to leave the root end intact. Otherwise it would fall apart on the grill. And I'm going to use the indoor grill pan for this. You can do it on the outdoor grill, but I'm going to use the indoor grill. So I'm going to run it over to the sink and give it a quick wash. So now I'm going to let the romaine dry because if it's not very dry, it's going to steam on the grill and not grill. So I'm going to place it upside down on some paper towels, give it a few good whacks just to get out all that extra water and moisture. I'm going to set it aside while preparing the asparagus. I am a huge asparagus lover. We were at a local farm stand over the weekend and we got 2 large bunches of asparagus and the farmer told us this was going to be his last harvest of the season. So I was excited to get these last few bunches of asparagus. And now I've seen people do this. They like to look for, where does the woody end of the asparagus end and the tender asparagus begin, and they snap it. But you know what? I don't really care to do that too much. I kind of just like to just wing it and take some hunks off the end. Done. Our asparagus are ready for the grill. Okay, and then remember I said I was going to use the indoor grill pan? Well, this is actually the first time I've ever used this one that came with the stove. So what I'm doing is I'm going to brush the entire thing. Probably don't have to do the entire thing, but I started. And this is avocado oil. You can use olive oil or grapeseed oil, coconut oil. I'm just using avocado because I do like it, and it's got a very high smoke point. And since we are grilling, I just thought this would be a good oil to choose. So there we go, oiled up the grate, and then we're going to do the asparagus first. So let me go grab those. And I want these asparagus to run perpendicular to the grill grates for color, and I just think it'll be prettier for presentation because hopefully they'll have those nice grill marks. So we'll get them all on, put them up there, maybe make 2 different rows, and they're going to grill approximately, I'm guessing, like 4 to 5 minutes per side. I don't know, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just kind of winging it as I go, and I am going to brush them with a little avocado oil on this side of the asparagus as well. There we go, back in 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, what I've decided to do, just so the asparagus get a better contact with the grill surface, is I'm going to use my bacon press and give them a light press because we are looking for those grill marks to make them really pretty. I'm not pressing too hard, just a little bit. Do these ones over here. At this point, it's been about 2 minutes. Don't you love that sizzle? You know it. This bit is optional too, by the way. If you don't have a bacon press or sandwich press, or you can easily use a spatula and get the same effect. You just want a little bit of a press. All right, now that I can start to smell them cooking, I'm going to give them a light seasoning of salt and pepper. Nothing too much. Salt, here's the pepper. We are almost ready to give them a flip and see how they look. All right, I came back in and gave them all another really good press. And as you can tell, I hope you can tell anyways, that they are changing color. They're turning a brighter green. That's a sign that they're, that they're cooking. Whereas before they were more of an army green, I'm going to say. And now they're more of a Kelly green. Very pretty. And they do smell good. Okay, so now let's give them a test. Let's have a peek at one of them. Oh yeah, there you go. Can you see those grill marks? They look pretty, don't they? Okay, now we give them all a nice turn. Okay, I'll finish turning them, and then we're going to let them cook on this second side for another 4 to 5 minutes, I'm going to say. So I'll be right back. I think what I'm going to do is make a tahini dressing for this grilled romaine and asparagus salad. That's my thought process anyways. I have some tahini in the fridge, and I always have vinegar on hand. Apple cider vinegar is my favorite. It's my go-to. And we'll see what happens after that, but I think that sounds like that could be kind of good. And I may add a little chicken on this salad too. I'm not quite sure yet. but we'll see. We might need the contrast in color. So it's time to remove the asparagus from the grill, and I'm going to turn the grill heat down just a little because the lettuce is more delicate than the asparagus. So I will remove the asparagus and set that aside while we grill up the romaine. I'll let the grill cool down for a second or two. And we don't have to add any more oil because there's still enough residual oil. Okay, the romaine has dried pretty well. I mean, it's not bone dry, but it's much better. And I'm going to lay it cut side down on the grill while it's still at its hottest so we can get those pretty grill marks. Give it a little press. This shouldn't take too long. I'm guessing only, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes per side. We'll get some nice grill marks on this side, and then we'll flip it over and do the other side. You know, work them back and forth just a little bit. Maybe sear in those grill marks. I don't know if that's a good thing to do, but we'll find out. Can't hurt anyways, right? Decided I'm going to give the second side just a very light coating of the avocado oil. Like really light. Like why even bother light? But we're layering on flavor. All right, we're going to take a quick peek at the romaine. I don't want to let it go too long. I don't want to take it too far and ruin it. That looks pretty good. I'm going to give it another 30 seconds. Check this one, see how that is. Whoa, that one's pretty good too, but we'll let it go another couple seconds. You guys grill on the grill pan in the house, or do you save it all for outside in the yard? I like doing that too, but sometimes I don't want the hassle of taking all the things outside. I'd rather have the convenience, so long as it's not too hot in the house. Tell me what you do. I'd love to hear. By the way, if you like this video, even though you don't know what the outcome is yet, because I don't, you can please like and subscribe to my channel. That would be excellent. Okay, so that came undone a little bit, but actually that looks very, and there's the second side. They both look very good. And now I'm just going to give them a very light seasoning of salt, and go a little pepper first this time, and a little wee bit of salt. You have to season every layer. Okay, I think we're just about ready. Put them in that cute little bowl I was showing you. That looks good, don't you think? Hope you can see it well. I don't want to put my hand too close to that hot grill pan. Looks good. Join me over at the counter. Okay, and now I'm going to top the romaine with the cooked asparagus, and it is pretty, but it is very green. Nothing wrong with green, love green. Just maybe there's not enough contrast. But again, this recipe was just winging it, so for a wing it, not so bad. And now I'm going to mix up the tahini dressing I was talking about. I've never made a salad dressing or any kind of dressing with tahini paste. And if you don't know what tahini is, it is ground sesame paste. So you can't go wrong with that. We're going to put, I'm guessing that's about 3 tablespoons of tahini in this jar, which of course this jar is very big and overkill, but that's what we're going with. And then I'm going to add a few splashes, maybe a tablespoon. We'll taste and smell and see how it is. Apple cider vinegar. And then you know what? I'm going to add in the avocado oil from before, so we don't waste it. So about a tablespoon of avocado oil. To this, I'm going to add a little pinch of salt and pepper. That was the pepper. Now for the salt. And I'm going to put the lid on and give it a good shake. Again, this jar is way too big for this bit of dressing, but that's okay. Normally, I would also put in a touch of mustard so it emulsifies the dressing and keeps it all blended, and so it didn't separate. But I'm going to see how it is. First thing I'm going to do is give it a smell and see how it smells. Pretty much you can tell a lot of things just by smell when you're cooking. So let me give it a quick sniff test. I'm going to say it needs a little bit more of the acid, so some more apple cider vinegar. Not too much, maybe a teaspoon. And I'm also going to add a little bit more avocado oil. There we go. Another good shake, and then I will give it a taste test. It may be good and it may be awful. And if it is awful, either I won't show it to you, or I'll make another one really quickly of something different. Well, let's give it a try. We'll try a little off the lid. Needs a little something, probably a little touch of sweetness. Hold on, because I'm going to add a little bit of honey. Go with the honey, maybe 2 teaspoons. And I think it does need the mustard. Little bit of mustard just to round out the flavors. Teaspoon. Give it a shake again, and then I'll give it a try. That's the fun of cooking. As you go, you can try and sample. Okay. And if this one isn't any good, we will be back to the drawing board. I don't know if I like it, to be honest with you. You go with, I think it needs more sweetness. Okay, I fibbed to you. I am going to put in a little bit more sweetness. I'm not giving up on this just yet. So maybe another couple of teaspoons. And I'm going to add a little bit more salt. And believe it or not, a little bit more vinegar. I think it needs that more acid to break up the richness from the tahini. Do you ever see recipes developed live before your eyes? Well, okay, that's good. I do like that. That is good. It's different. It's not your normal vinaigrette at all, but it is tasty. And on a salad this unusual and different, I think it'll be just wonderful. So what we're going to do is drizzle a little all over the salad on both halves. I don't want to drown anything in the dressing, of course, but enough to give it all some good flavor. And then I think I will top all this just so you're aware that there is tahini in here. I'm going to add some sesame seeds to the top. Or crazy enough, and better yet, how about some everything bagel seasoning? What a weird recipe. Gosh, you guys, it looks really pretty. And this could be enough for one person or two, but I think I could eat it by myself, no problem. So there you go. I don't even know what to call this. Grilled romaine asparagus everything salad with tahini dressing. No, that's not it, but I'm going to leave the full instructions and recipes, what I used here, down in the description box below. So if you care for this recipe, please go get that. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And hold on, I will give you the taste test, the honest taste test. So 1 second. Alrighty, here's the full-on taste test. And I will give you my honest opinion. Now, I do know it's going to be different, unlike a salad I typically would have or make at the house, but that's okay. Fun to experiment. I have some romaine, I have some asparagus, and of course the dressing. That's not bad. It's unusual. How's that for a raving review? I'm going to try a little bit more. This is a bigger bite. Now, if I'm willing to take a bigger bite, you know it can't be all that bad, right? I think it's good, and if you're a sesame seed lover, tahini lover, I think you will enjoy this. It is good. I think it would be better if it was chilled maybe at this point, but that might defeat the purpose of grilling it. But there's my honest review. It's tasty. If you give it a try, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you think I'm crazy for even putting this out there, I'm good with that too. Let me know that also. So if you like this kind of nutty video, sesame seed, I should say, please give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, because it sure would help my channel grow on YouTube. So until we eat again, I hope you have an unusually delicious day. Bye.